Before we dive into the episode, I just want to let you know that doors to the Life First Coaches Launch Plan are officially open. This is my signature course and coaching program that helps you launch your irresistible offer so you can attract aligned clients and grow your coaching business without the overwhelm or guesswork. And right now you can join at a special launch week rate and get access to a brand new bonus that helps you streamline your marketing and start signing clients once your offer is created and validated. So tap the link in the show notes to catch the free training replay and to join us inside. Your signature coaching offer is the most important asset if you're building a Life First coaching business. And in today's episode of this mini-series, episode 4, I'm going to be diving into the 4 steps to create a signature offer that sells in 2025. Now, to recap on what we've covered so far, in episode 1, we talked about what a signature offer actually is. In episode 2, we talked about the most important aspect of your offer being that future promise and how that's different from the vehicle, the way you're taking your ideal clients from A to B. And in episode 3, we talked about how your offer and your messaging work together and how you need to be taking your ideal clients on a strategic thought journey in your content, in your marketing, in your sales strategy in order to see your offer as their ideal solution. And how when you've got a signature offer, that helps you create that really streamlined, potent, magnetic strategy in your marketing and in your messaging. And today I'm going to break down the 4 steps that you want to go through, the order that you want to approach things in order to create your signature offer, one that works for you, that stands out, and that you are excited to show up and sell and deliver for your ideal clients. So we've touched on some of these things already, but I'm going to be tying it all together for you in this 4th episode of the series. So if you're a coach and you feel like you've been doing the work, you've been showing up, you've been creating content, you've been putting yourself out there, maybe you've been making a few sales of sessions and signing a few clients that way, but it just feels like a bit of an uphill struggle. Hopefully by now you're seeing why creating a signature offer and doing it in a really strategic way can change the game for you and can help you to move forward with much more clarity, with much more momentum, and give you that kind of leverage in your business, that amazing asset that can help you streamline everything else in terms of your marketing and your sales and your client delivery. Now, the way that you want to approach creating your offer is not to do it in a silo, not to just sit down in your own head. And I know I've been giving you action steps so far to think about, but what you really want to be doing is going out and having conversations and looking for insights and information to help you craft this offer in a really strategic way. And that's going to give you the best chance of creating something that the market actually wants. Because when we're in our own head, we often project what we think people want, and we can slightly miss the mark on the positioning or the messaging or the way it's put together. That means it feels like a failure when actually some small tweaks and making sure that you've got the right thinking behind it and you've had the right conversations with people to prove that is what's going to make it fly. So if you've got an offer already, this might be about revisiting things to make sure that you've got that positioning and things right. So the first step you want to do is get really clear on that niche, as we've talked about. Start with the problem that you solve. Start with the transformation that you create. And then think about who has this problem, who wants this outcome, who wants this transformation. And this is you thinking, okay, this is where I think I want to go with my offer. This is where I think I want to go with my niche. So start with that as the foundation. Then move on to thinking about that messaging, those 4 stages of the messaging, and make sure that you're looking out into the market, that you're having conversations with people who fit that ideal client of your niche to get really clear on, are they looking for that transformation? How are they describing this problem? How are they describing the transformation they want to create? What things are on their mind? What's stopping them? What's holding them back? What things do they actually believe they need to solve this problem that might not be true? So you're really digging into all those things so you can start to then plug that into the 4 phases of the messaging and make sure that you've got something that really speaks to that ideal client and what they're thinking and what they're going through. So just to recap on them again, I covered them in episode 3, but it's the ACEs framework of your messaging. So attracting that ideal person, talking about them in a way that they identify with, and talking about their problem in a way that they say, that's me, I'm that person. Making a connection, so showing empathy, showing that you understand what they're going through, you understand the knock-on effects of this problem in their life, and you understand what the desired transformation would mean to them. And then enlightening them, so helping them to see why your vehicle in your coaching offer is the solution to their problem, enlightening them to the better way and why maybe the things they've been trying already haven't been working and why your way is the better way or a new opportunity. And then sell, so how you would then invite them to take the next step with you. Craft that messaging before you dig into the offer so that then when you create your offer and you understand what the transformation is, what that future promise is, and you're making sure that that's tangible, and then you know the vehicle, then you can start thinking about things like the number of coaching calls that will be in there, what resources will be included, what the price of the offer is, how long it's going to take. All those aspects of the offer can come together by reverse engineering from that future promise and making sure it answers those things in the messaging that your ideal client is thinking and believing and experiencing and desiring. And then you want to actively make sales. You want to actively reach out to people and have a sales conversation with them and prove that this offer is what people want. So you want to be building up a list of people that you can go ahead and make invites to so that you can validate this offer before you start doing things like email lists and lead magnets and masterclasses and any of that other stuff. Validate that people want what you've got to offer by reaching out to people directly, by having conversations, by seeking out this ideal person. So that's the 4-step process that you want to go through. And once you've validated your offer, you're out the gates. You can then start to think about, okay, lead magnets, email lists, if you want to. If your social media alone or your referrals alone or a combination of those things aren't bringing you in enough clients, that's where you can start to streamline it a bit more and create something that's working for you in the background, bringing leads and clients while you're out there serving your other clients. And that's the ideal. That's the basis of a life first coaching business. And the first step of that is getting that offer created and proven and sold to a handful of people at least, so that then you've got the confidence to go away and start implementing what I call the incremental funnel. So it breaks it all down for you. And if you're thinking things like, okay, that all makes sense, that process makes sense, but where do I even start with this? How do I go through this 4-step process? How am I going to create my unique framework? How am I going to create my offer? How am I going to get really clear on the messaging? And how will I know that this offer is something that people want? If you've got questions like that going through your mind, here's how I can help you inside the Life First Coaches launch plan. So this is my signature offer, and it takes you through those exact 4 steps to attract, connect, enlighten, and sell to your ideal clients and create your irresistible offer. It gives you every single tool, template, workbook you need. It's structured through 4 on-demand modules that you can work through at your own pace. The Attract module is where you're going to be crafting your niche and getting clear on your personal brand and putting out Attract content to help you reach your ideal clients. Then module 2 is Connect, where you're going to be crafting that messaging, doing some key insight gathering, having some key conversations and creating that connection piece and the core structure of your messaging. And then module 3 is your Enlighten module, where you're going to be crafting that irresistible offer, putting it together into a sales page and getting it ready to put out into the world. And then module 4 is your sell module, where you're going to be having sales conversations, conducting sales calls, inviting people into your offer and onboarding them to work with them on this offer. So it takes you through those 4 steps. And then there's a bonus module, module 5, which takes you through that incremental funnel so that you know how you can start streamlining your marketing once you've made that handful of first sales into your offer. So it gives you absolutely everything you need to work through this at your own pace, in your own time. But you also get 12 months access to monthly coaching sessions with me. So you can get all your questions answered, you can get feedback on your work, you can feel supported. And there's a community space where you can go in and ask questions every single day, get support, get accountability, and stay on track. So it's the hybrid coaching course, which allows you to work through this entire process, create your core signature offer, market it, sell it, and then turn it into a streamlined process so that you can focus your time doing what you love, working with clients and making an impact. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, I've shared the link in the show notes. You can click through, see all the details of the program. And if you're ready, you can sign up and join. So I hope this has shown you what you need to focus on, what needle moving actions are going to get you to your ideal vision of a life first coaching business quickest. And if you want the step-by-step, the complete roadmap with everything laid out for you and the support to help you do it so there's no guesswork and no decision overwhelm, just the needle moving action, then head to the link in the show notes and sign up for Launch Plan. I can't wait to support you inside. So that's your action step for today. Also send me a DM and let me know how you found this signature offer series. I hope you've enjoyed it and I'll catch you again soon. Take care. Oh, before you go, just a quick reminder that doors to the Life First Coaches Launch Plan are officially open and the special launch week rate ends on Monday. You can get all the details and catch the free training replay at the link in the show notes.